Nursery.
What are you doing, Dad?
Nursery.
Want to read the story?
Okay.
With your gloves on.
Yes. Nursery.
What does it say?
Nursery.
Spot's Fun Week. Time for bed now. Hello, so today I have two thoughts about seasons and a practical tip. So the practical tip this last week has been quite busy being back at school and doing everything that I usually do again, and sometimes by kind of after dinner my head's feeling quite tired and overwhelmed, and usually the kids need to do their lunch boxes then, so like the island is all messy and the dishes need doing and it just feels a bit chaotic. So one thing I have found helpful when I feel overwhelmed is just to go around the house and tidy up any surfaces or just put away anything that I can do. Whether it's tidying up my bed if that's gotten messy, or tidying up Lydia's room, or tidying off the table, and just any surfaces like that. For me, it can make a huge difference. It's just kind of calming and therapeutic to tidy up and to put things away and to clear surfaces. So that's a good tip for if you feel overwhelmed inside your house. And even if you know it's just going to get messy again, it's still, I don't know, for me it makes me feel better just doing it and seeing the change that it makes. But at preschool and at school with being a teacher aide, the theme for both of them, I kind of combined it. So then I'm only thinking of the same theme, is the 4 seasons. So I've been thinking about seasons a lot lately, and then at preschool and with my Bible stories at school where I'm doing the story of Joseph. So I've had the story of Joseph on my mind too. But the first verse that I wanted to share is from the book of Acts, chapter 1, verse 7. And this is something Jesus said to the disciples. And he said, "It is not for you to know the times or the seasons which the Father has put in his own power." And this is a verse that God has kind of been teaching me over the last year. Sometimes we think we know what God's going to do, or sometimes we think we need to know so that we can be prepared. Especially if it's some kind of a change, we think we need to know so that we can prepare ourselves or be prepared. But Jesus said it's not for you to know the times or the seasons which the Father has put in his own power. So we don't need to know what is going to happen in the future. We don't need to know what changes may be ahead. We just need to walk with God. And if you think of it like a child, or say even with Lydia, if I'm taking her somewhere, she doesn't need to know where we're going. She wouldn't always understand anyway, but I make sure she has what she needs and that I prepare her. So it's the same with God. We don't need to know what's going to happen in the future. It's not for us to know. We just need to stay close to the one who does know, and he will prepare us for whatever changes that will come in the future, or what other seasons we may have in our life. And another thought is from the life of Joseph. Joseph definitely had a lot of seasons in his life. He had a season of being spoilt by his father, being hated by his brothers. Then he had a season of kind of being stripped of everything, being thrown into the pit, had his coat taken off him. And then he had kind of his rights stripped from him. He became a slave. He had to give up all of his rights. And then he had the season of working in Potiphar's house. And I think with every new season there were different challenges and maybe different problems he'd never faced before. We only know in the Bible what the Bible says in the story. But like when he was in Potiphar's house, he had the problem of Potiphar's wife, which I don't think he'd had that problem before. It was a new problem that he had to deal with. So it's the same with different seasons in our life. Every season has its different good things, but it also has its different challenges. So, but I like the song New Grace, and it's actually talking about death, but it has the phrase, "There'll be new grace I've not needed before." So whatever change comes and whatever hard things there are, there'll be new grace for that, even if it's something we've never had to face before. So those are just two thoughts about seasons.